Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here and I'm back with another declutter video. Today I'm going to go through some foundation, concealer, powder, and bronzer. Again, this is all stuff that's just in storage. All of my favorite things are stored on my vanity, so I'm decluttering my storage and I would love to get rid of about half of the things in this category that I have sitting in storage. I think I have about 26 products here. I'd love to get that down to 13. So I'm gonna be quick, I'm gonna be vicious, and hopefully I'll be able to get rid of a lot of things. This is the third part of my declutter series that I've been working on, and I've already spoken about what happens to the items that I declutter. So if you're curious to hear more about that, go check out those other videos. I'll link them for you, and I'm ready to declutter, so let's go. Okay, we're starting off with this really small stash of foundation and one concealer. Typically, these are the kind of products that go straight onto my vanity, so that's why I don't keep a lot of them in storage. I have a CoverGirl foundation, two from e.l.f., a powder foundation from The Balm, and this concealer stick from e.l.f. And I'm gonna be pretty harsh, pretty vicious here. I'm only gonna keep one of these items. These e.l.f. foundations, after I wore them, I broke out. I don't know if it was this or the primer that I used, but these were really not a great color match for me anyway, so I'm just not gonna chance it. So these e.l.f. foundations are gonna go into the give to family and friends pile right out of here. This concealer stick I did try and it was okay, but I'm just not a big fan of stick concealers, so I tried it. It wasn't too shabby, but I am gonna go ahead and declutter this. Lastly, this CoverGirl foundation I've had for so long. I feel like I've had this for at least a year or two and it's still sitting in storage. I haven't touched it. It's completely brand new. So I'm gonna go ahead and donate this foundation. And that means I'm just keeping one thing. This is the powder foundation from The Balm. It's called Photo Balm and I use the shade Light. And I really do enjoy this. So I'm actually gonna move this over to my vanity now. Now I have a bunch of powders here. I do have dry skin, so powders can be kind of tough for me. Once I find one that I like, I usually tend to stick to it. So I try a lot, but I don't really use a lot, if that makes sense. So let's try to be pretty tough with these. I really want to get rid of some of them. As you can see, a lot of them are still in their packaging, so those would be great things to donate. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this Physicians Formula one and donate this. It's the Super CC powder. I bought it because I had a coupon for Physicians Formula stuff and I just never opened it up, never used it, so this one can get donated. I have these two unopened powders from Hard Kandee. These were sent to me by Hard Kandee and I really want to try the translucent loose powder, but the banana powder, I just know that it's not going to work out for me. I'm way too fair for banana shades. So I'm going to go ahead and donate this unopened banana powder, and I'm going to keep the translucent loose powder to test. These are the last two unopened powders. This one from NYC is the BB Radiance powder. I really, really like this. I bought this in a 2-for-1 sale and I still have the other one. I haven't completely used it, although I have used it quite a bit. So again, I'm gonna donate this one since I still have another one that I can continue to use. And I'm gonna keep this Pure Minerals one. This is a 4-in-1 pressed mineral makeup. I am always up to try a new powder, so I'm gonna try this one and get rid of this one. Now we're down to a bunch of things that I have tried, I have tested, and I know whether I like them or not. A lot of these are just really middle of the road, just okay, and that's why they're in storage and not on my vanity. So let's try to get rid of some of these. First up is this Givenchy powder. I did use this in a first impression. It wasn't terrible, it wasn't great. I really don't feel the need to hang on to it, so I'm gonna see if a friend can put it to use since I only used it once. I have 3 e.l.f. products here. I have tried all of these. This e.l.f. Booster, like loose setting powder, was a favorite for a really long time. I don't think they even make this product anymore. I believe this is pretty old. It's been pretty well used, so I think it's probably time for this guy to just go to the trash can, sadly, but I did get a lot of use out of it and I did enjoy it, but now it's something that I can't really recommend to you guys since they don't make it anymore, so the time has come. This one's done. We have a setting powder here and a finishing powder here. I'm going to go ahead and pass on this setting powder. I'm very, very picky about my setting powders and I already have my favorites. So I'm gonna let go of this one. I am gonna keep the finishing powder. I did enjoy this one and I do wanna keep testing it more. I really like having affordable recommendations for you guys, so this is one of those. Here's all the ones I've been pushing off to the end. I really think that I get attached to the name of products sometimes. For example, this Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder. I got this from Influencer. I was really excited to be getting a Becca box, and this powder just wasn't a great match for me. It's a little bit too dark for me. I know a lot of people really, really loved it. I do think it's a nice powder. It's just not a good match for me. So hopefully a friend will find this more useful. I'm just gonna let go. Even though it's Becca and I love Becca, it's time for me to say goodbye to this powder. This is the Ben Nye Cameo Powder. YouTube definitely made me buy this. I'm pretty sure it was Luster Lux that said she loved this and swore by this setting powder. And I did actually use it quite a bit. There's just so much in here, it's hard to tell that I even used quite a bit of it. This is a great powder, it's just kind of gotten pushed out of my favorites. So again, I'm gonna pass this one on and hopefully a friend can make some use of it. The 2 last powders we have to talk about are this one from Besame and then the Laura Mercier, what's this one? The Translucent Setting Powder. Again, this is a very hyped YouTube made me buy it product, and I love my Besame setting powders. I do prefer the other 2 more than this one, but I'm absolutely gonna keep both of these. They're great powders, so they're gonna stay in my collection. Okay, the last category we're gonna talk about is bronzers, and I did include some like duo or multiple little palette type products in with this category. So, last one, let's just go for it, we can do it. First off, this bronze booster from Physicians Formula. I bought it because it was on sale and it was my favorite bronzer at the time. I have since moved on to loving other bronzers, so this is gonna go into the donate pile. Since it is brand new and sealed, I can send this off to a shelter and someone else can really use this and love this product. Same with this mini Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It's completely sealed. I do have a full size of this one, so I'm going to get rid of this little sample size and let somebody else use it. These are 2 unopened products. One is the Sculpt and Glow in the shade 03 from Model's Own, and this is the St. Lucia Duo from e.l.f. I do want to try both of these. I'd love to include them in a video, so I'm going to hang on to these so that I can test them. Next, we can talk about this little cute tiny bronzer from Bare Minerals. I just really don't need a little travel size bronzer. I'm definitely not going to use this, so I'll pass this to a friend. The last thing we have here are some like multiple type products, and this is my other Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and it's in here with the old Papa Don't Peach blush. This is from the Pretty Rebel Essentials set way back in the day, but I am gonna hang on to this. I'm also gonna keep this one from Face of Australia. My friend Shawana sent this to me, and I mean, it's so pretty. It's nostalgic because my friend gave it to me, and I absolutely love the packaging. The highlighter in here works a little bit better than the contour shade for my skin tone in particular, but nonetheless, she's staying with me. The very last thing is this Rimmel and Kate Moss palette, and this is definitely an okay product, but all the shades are shimmery and I just don't find myself gravitating towards it very much, so I'm gonna pass this on to a friend as well. This was such a successful declutter. I really feel like I'm on a roll right now. I got rid of 16 products. I really only thought I was gonna get rid of half, which would have been 13. I ended up keeping 10 products and decluttering 16. A lot of these are brand new and sealed and can be donated to shelters. I'm so excited when that happens because I love the idea of all these items having new life. The other items that aren't totally expired and funky will get passed on to my sisters and my friends, so they will have a new life too, and it just feels so good to declutter this stuff. It's like the weight is lifting off of me, the drawers are emptying out. I am so happy about this. Next up will be blush and highlight, so stay tuned for that. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the time that you choose to spend here with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.